Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and today I'm doing a full face of Boxycharm makeup. So basically I am doing a full face of Boxycharm makeup. That's kind of self-explanatory. So these are all products that I've received in Boxycharm over the last 2 years, somewhere around there. I've had this planned for quite a while, so I've had these products sitting in this box for quite a while. So honestly, I don't really even remember what's in here. I was waiting for like ever to finally get a concealer from Boxycharm. Finally got one, so we're gonna be using these today. So if you guys like this idea, go ahead and like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos I do like this. And let's go ahead and dive in. First thing we're gonna start with is primer. I have the Tarte Base Tape. This is the hydrating primer. I have used, I believe, all of these products. I don't think there's anything I haven't used. It's just been, I went everywhere. It's just been a long time since I've used some of them because I don't know if you guys remember when I did my full face of Ipsy video, but I had planned on doing this like that same time. So I haven't touched these products since then, but I do know I love this primer. It smells like coconuts and it's very, very hydrating. It feels really nice on the skin. It does make my face red when I'm rubbing it in, but most products do that to me. It always goes away, or at least lessens, but when I first start rubbing products on my face, it gets very red, as you can see right now. Just doing a little more on the chin. My face is very dry today. I think it's because the weather's starting to change and it's like cold in the morning here. I live in Iowa. It's like cold in the morning and then really, really hot in the afternoon and then cold at night. So my face is just like, ugh. I also have this that I use as a primer. This is the Farsali Liquid Glass. This is supposed to radiate your skin. I love this stuff. It also smells delicious if I remember. I think it smells like tutti fruity kind of stuff. It smells so good. So I just kind of do a little line on both sides and my forehead, and then we just rub, and my nose as well. This also, it is a serum, so it does hydrate a little bit as well. I don't feel like it does as much hydrating as the Tarte does, which Tarte is meant to be hydrating. This is meant to be radiating, so it's not really meant for that, but I feel like it does do some. I just love this stuff. Like, it doesn't give like a tint or anything. That's a mark from my glasses, ignore that. It doesn't really give like a tint or anything. It just makes your skin glowy and I love it. This is also something that I would just throw on like by itself if I'm not wearing makeup, but I'm like, I feel very dull today. I'll use that on its own. I really, really like it. Okay, I forgot I even owned this foundation, to be honest. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in the shade Linen. If I remember correctly, I really, really enjoy this. It's been a hot minute since I used this though. Yeah. It smells like paint. I just got some on my nose, but like, that's fine. It's going there anyway. It smells like paint. It reminded me of the scent-wise, it reminds me of the Wet n Wild one that everyone was in love with for a little while. I hated that foundation, but like everyone and their mom seemed to be crazy about it. Scent-wise, this smells just like that. Productivity-wise, it's nothing like it. I really like this foundation a lot. It was like a good coverage, it's full coverage without looking cakey, and the color match was actually pretty good if I remember correctly. It's looking a little bit yellowy now that I'm putting it on again. Yes, I really like this foundation though. It just goes so nicely on the skin and it's not like cakey or too heavy. It covers everything that I need it to cover. It's just nice. And I use like a pump and a half. I'm gonna use a little bit more, just like a little bit more. Just kind of here in this area. It seems to be the area I get like the most redness in. The T-zone area. cannot cover that glasses mark though, but I mean, my glasses are going right back over top of it, so I guess it's not the end of the world. But there is the foundation. Really like this foundation, and it lasts so long, like throughout the day. Okay, this is the only product that I don't really have like a great opinion of right now because I've only used it once. I used it in yesterday's video because it was the first time I tried it, and I'm gonna use it again today. I did like it, like it lasted a long time and didn't crease too bad. I of course set it with a powder, and it definitely brightens the area. But I just don't have like a solid opinion formed of it yet. I guess I don't want to say a good opinion because I didn't dislike it by any means. I just don't have like a solid, yes, I've worn this several times opinion. But it does look nice, I feel, on the skin. I think my only complaint of it so far is the wand, which I know it's supposed to be like a contouring product. So if you wanted like a darker shade to contour with, you could. And for that, the wand is probably amazing. But for me, I just feel like it's too big to get the areas that I want, especially when I'm doing my nose, because it's just such a thick wand. And I am too lazy to put it on a brush first. So if I'm gonna do that, then I'm just gonna use something with a smaller wand. But I do like the formula so far, based on my 1.5 times of using it. Okay. Ooh, setting powder. I really like this setting powder. This is the Becca Hydra Mist. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard great things of this, but I've used pretty much half of it and I really like it. I love the packaging because it's got like this little mesh compartment in here that you actually just stick the brush in and it picks up the product. I think that's genius. It makes it so much less messy and I really appreciate that. And I just really like this powder. Like, it makes me sad that a lot of people don't like it, but it's got like a cooling effect to it, and it does kind of have a little bit of color, like you can see that. So it does darken up the face a little bit. It's supposed to be translucent. It's definitely not, like you can see it, which I think might be what a lot of people don't like about it, which I understand, but I really like the finish of it. I like the cooling effect it gives, and I just think it looks nice on the skin. So I think for it darkening up the face a little bit, I can be okay with that. Like, I'm doing half the face now so you guys can see the difference. Here, it's not even too bad, but it definitely like just makes everything look more skin-like than it normally does without having this powder on there. And it keeps me from creasing. It's also not like a super heavy powder. If you're somebody who's super oily, you probably wouldn't love this, because I don't feel like it's like super heavy mattifying kind of thing. It's just a nice powder to set you in place. It's not heavy, anything like that. So for a dry skinned gal like myself, I think it works nicely. But there is that powder. Okay. Contour. I have the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Contour Palette. I like this. It's not my favorite contour palette in the world, but I do like it. I use this shade typically called Princess Cut to contour. And then I will use Angle here to bronze if I want to do that. But we actually have a separate bronzer to use today, so we're not going to do that. But I'm just going to use Princess Cut here to carve out my cheeks. It's not my favorite because it is slightly orange. Like, I think I can get away with it, but I think there's definitely contour shades that fit me better than this one. So that's why it's not my favorite, but I do like the formula a lot. I wish they do like a number 2 of this and just give me a little bit more cool toned colors. Usually I can kind of mix like Halo or something in there with there, which is like one of their face powders in here, and kind of calm it down, but if I go too heavy. But I just don't really do that too often. I do like it though, it's nice. I like the formula of it. It blends nicely. See the orange? You can definitely tell on my nose that it's a little too orange for me. Be beautiful on someone with like a more yellow skin tone or a deeper skin tone though. The formula is nice, as I've said 5 times now. And I feel like the other shades, Angle is even more orangey than this one is, and then Crown is too dark for me. And then Carrot has some shimmer to it, so I don't tend to use that one very often. This would be fine for like a bronzer shade, I feel. So I might like start using this more as a bronzer palette instead of a contour palette. So I definitely think this would be fine for bronzer. So I typically go for something a little more warm for my bronzer than I do my contour. I like a very gray toned contour just because I'm so fair. And I think it just works. I never really realized how fair I was until like I started like paying attention to my friends' skin tones more. I was at work the other day and I was like looking into the camera with me and my friend, and I was like, you know, I really thought we were the same skin tone, but I look like Casper compared to you. She's a lot darker than me apparently. Okay, for bronzer, I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil bronzer. This has shimmer in it, which I typically don't like, but I do like this bronzer. I don't use it near enough because I've been saving it for this video for like ever, but it definitely kind of gives like a muddy effect. So you do have to be careful. Like I just didn't right there. I forgot how dark this is. But once I use like a lighter hand, it looks so much better than it does right now. I went a little ham. And by a little, I mean, oh my gosh, a lot. So what I'm gonna do to try to fix that a little bit is I'm gonna take the Park Avenue Princess again, and I'm gonna pick up the shade Halo and Enhance. I'm gonna kind of mix those together on a brush and just kind of run it over top of that. And just see if I can't calm that down a little bit here. What did I do there? There's like a scratch on my face. Yeah, this is not helping much. Like at all. Okay, way too intense. Moving on to blush. I swear I've used these products before. Oh, I forgot to set my face. What am I doing with my life? I usually like to set my face in between doing my powder products. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. Love this stuff. Smells so good. Lasts so well on the face. And it just feels good on the face. So I really, really like this. That's my favorite smell for my setting sprays that I have. So good. Okay, blush. I have the Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Dim Infusion. Such a pretty color. I like it a lot. So let's blush my cheeks up. It's just like a really pale, soft baby pink. It just has like the right amount of pigment to be soft without being too soft, but have a punch without being like too in your face. And I just really, really like these blushes. They are pricey, but they're so worth it to me. They're really good. I say that, I've never actually purchased one, but I say I would. Okay, let's do some brows. I have the Iconic London. This is the Sculpt and Boost Eyebrow Cushion. I love this thing. I don't think I would pay full price for this though. I think it's like 40 bucks and that's just too expensive for me. It's like a little cushion product. There's 2 sides, a darker and a lighter. I usually use just the darker side because you all know I have an issue with my brows being intense. So we're gonna do that. And I actually believe I got this. This is the Brow Gal. I also think I got this brush from Boxycharm. If not, it was Ipsy, but I'm pretty sure it was Boxycharm. I didn't even think about doing brushes from Boxy, but you know, a little late for that, I guess. Sometimes I forget like what I actually got from what company, and I had to like go back and rewatch my videos and like look at my description. Thank God I do that, or it would have been such a pain having to rewatch those videos, like, and finding everything. but I just checked the description of all my videos to see what I had linked and went from there. You guys have to let me know down below, like, what are some of your favorite products you've gotten from Boxycharm? Do you have any like new Holy Grail products? Anything like that? Try not to sneeze. My allergies have been like absolutely kicking my butt the last couple days. Like my Allegra is just not working. It sucks so bad. But it is what it is. My allergies are so much worse in the fall time, which sucks because Halloween is like my favorite time of the year and I'm just sneezing through all of it. Back to school when I was a kid always sucked because I'd be like, I'm allergic to everything. These textbooks are making me sneeze. But it's only really bad in the fall time. Like I have allergies all the year round, obviously, but fall time they're just amplified so much. And there are my brows. This one's definitely a little heavier. I'm gonna kind of brush this out some, brush this down a little bit because I feel like I put too much product up top there, and that kind of just helps it a little bit. And then I can kind of just wipe away the excess up top there. Is that a good professional trick? Probably not, but is it what I do? Absolutely. Okay, brow gel. I have the Brow Gal by Tonya Crooks. This is the Instant Brow Hair Tinted Brow Gel with fibers, microfibers. I barely use this when I put it in my brows because the microfibers are real. So I try to use very little of this. Like so, because you can definitely see where it filled them in more, and sparse brows are not something I have a problem with. So I try, oh, there it went. See that little flyaway guy there? My brows. I really need to get them like professionally done. I don't love that product, I'll be honest. I don't really use it too often, but it's like the only brow gel I've ever received from Boxycharm, so it's what we use today. I'm just gonna comb that through again, and ta-da. Now I'm gonna spray my face again here and do some highlighting. Love that stuff. Okay, the only highlighter that I still have from Boxycharm that I haven't decluttered is actually in this palette. This is the Morphe and Manny MUA Glam palette, and it comes with 2 highlights. I'm gonna use the bottom one called Nova today. Ugh. I'm so sorry, you guys. My allergies suck so bad. And I do really like this highlight. I think it looks pretty. It's soft, it's subtle without being like nothing there. And it's not like super blinding, but you can also definitely build it up too to get it more intense, like my bronzer today. I'm gonna go back to work and people are gonna be like, what did you do to your face? It looks like I just kind of rolled around in some mud today. It's not that bad, is it? I don't know. It's probably that bad. Okay. Good, do we need more? I just feel like this shape just doesn't take it as well. That works. And with that being said, I'm also going to use this palette for my eyeshadow today. I'm going to start with a fluffy brush. I'm going to pick up Dust Cloud, which is the lightest shade in the palette. I'm going to dust that all over my lids. Now I'm going to take Sophie, this middle shade here, and work that in the crease. Same brush, haven't switched that yet. We're just gonna go for like a simple kind of look today, I think. Okay, now I'm gonna take Fire Witch, which is this kind of pumpkin shade here. Again, same brush. I'm gonna buff that in the crease as well, just keeping it a little bit lower. Like so. I'm gonna take that same shade and run it on the lower lash line too. I'm gonna kind of pinch the brush like this and just run it along there. You could really do like almost your entire eye with one brush if you really tried. I could do it a lot, but I'm also lazy and don't like twin brushes. Okay, same brush, we're gonna go into Spellbound, which is this kind of like chocolatey warm tone brown here. I'm gonna buff that on the outer corner. I like to use fluffy brushes for the outer corner when I want it to just kind of be like airbrushed effect, like light and fluffy kind of situation, not super harsh. I'll use a blending brush for that. Working this into the crease a little as well. Looks like that. This palette's working a lot better than I remember it working originally. Might have been the shimmer shades that I was like, about. They're not bad by any means, they just weren't like my favorite. Just stuck the brush in my eye. And now I got this way too far down, so let's match. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more of Spellbound on this side here. Okay, now I want to do Scorpio, or do we want to do Leo? Leo and Scorpio. We're gonna go with the gold tone here called Scorpio. I'm just gonna take this on my finger. I used to hate doing this, but I've done it so much here lately. Just putting it on my finger and just applying that on the lid. Yeah, this was the part that I was kind of underwhelmed by, was the metallics. They're not bad. They're just not what I was expecting. Like based on Manny's personal brand, and then based on the Morphe palettes that I had tried, which would be the Jaclyn Hill ones at the time, I just was expecting more of a punch than these give, but this is just kind of like your neutral everyday palette, so I don't really know that it was meant to be like super intense in your face, which is fine. I still like this and I still think it looks pretty, and it was a super quick and easy little look. Now, last thing we're gonna do for the eyes, I'm gonna take the highlight shade called Apollo, the more golden tone, pop that in the inner corner and the brow bone. Like so. Okay. One more time, we're gonna spray the face with my Glow Recipe Setting Spray. I go way too hard on this stuff because I just love it so much. Like I literally just used so much, but it's a good one. I will definitely repurchase that. Okay, and mascara. My absolute favorite mascara that I've tried so far is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and we did get it in Boxycharm not that long ago, so we're gonna be using this. I am gonna be honest, I don't think this is the same one that I got in my Boxycharm. I've definitely more than likely used that up, but this is one that I had in my collection, so we're using it today. It's been a minute since I used this on my lashes, and I missed it. I like want to dethrone this mascara. I don't know why I have such like a weird like infatuation with doing that. But I've been trying so hard to find one that I like better, but I just can't. Like I obviously have so many more mascaras that I need to try before I can just be like, yes, this is the best, look what I just did. But so far, it's the best that I've tried. I've tried a decent amount of mascaras. I still have a decent amount over there to try that are unopened, and then obviously so many more that I haven't tried in stores. Let me know what your favorite mascara is down below. Obviously cruelty free, please. But let me know. I really want to try the Essence one that everyone raves about, the Lash Princess. I just don't know which one it is. Because like I used the purple one and I hated it. I think it's the green one that everyone loves. I don't know. I need to look into that more. Because those mascaras are like $5, and if I can find a mascara that's as good as this for $5, you best believe I will be making the switch. Okay, now let's take care of this monstrosity that we caused. I'm gonna take my spoolie, just kind of spoolie that away here. Oh yeah, we messed up. Now I'm gonna take the brush that has like my setting powder on it. Just kind of, this is not the brush I used for my setting powder today. What am I doing with my life? I don't even know. Where's my foundation brush? Let's do that first. Definitely looks better than it did. Where's the brush that I used to set my face today, and how did I lose it already? There it is. Ta-da! Better. I just love this mascara, you guys, so much. Okay, now I'm gonna throw some chapstick on real quick. I don't think this is from Boxy, don't kill me. I don't know if I've ever gotten a Boxycharm lip balm or not, but I definitely need it before I put this on, which I'm kind of regretting picking this one because it's not gonna match, but we're gonna do it just for the fun of it. What if I just kind of, let's just blot. This is the Kat Von D KVD Vegan Beauty Love Stick Liquid Lip. I'm just ever so slightly putting a little bit of that on and then kind of blotting it out so it's not super purple. And then I'm gonna take a lip gloss, if I still have it. I think I do. I thought I did. Is that my other one? Did I declutter it for real? Maybe I did. Okay, we'll take Fenty, because this one's also from Boxycharm. I was looking for my Alamar one, but I think I decluttered it. So I'm gonna take this Fenty lip gloss and just pop it on top here. And kind of tone down the color. That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna change this lip color for sure. I do this every time, but this is the finished full face of Boxycharm. What do you guys think? Ignore that scratch. I have no idea what I wonder if my earring did that. I don't know. Don't forget to like this video before you go. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more of my future videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.